Before I get too far into this video, I must just give you a warning in case you can't tolerate any sort of flashing or flickering lights. You might need to skip from 0:22 to 0:28 in this video because there are slightly flickering lights. We're on our way here to go to Jim Lawrence in Hadley, and sometimes when you film lights it translates as a flicker onto the camera. There's absolutely nothing I can do about that as far as I know, so that's a shame. But if you are still here, I hope you enjoy this little slice of Jim Lawrence. He has a showroom in Bath and another in Hadley, and it's a really lovely shopping experience. I will show you what we bought in another video because we had to order some bits. This is Hintosham Hall in Hadley, which is where Bill and I got married, and of course we ended up at Suffolk Food Hall. I found my ceramic bunny in the garage, and I also found this dish I'd forgotten about. Bought it quite a few years ago from Home Sense, and because I never take prices off anything, I can tell you I paid £3.99 for it. Also bought this spring magazine. So I'm going to fill this bowl with Lindt chocolate eggs, and there's my helper to make sure I've done it right. I also got some Easter chocks from Suffolk Food Hall. I've added those to the bowl too. I had some mushrooms to use up and some spring onion, so I decided to make a quiche. In this pot, these tragic looking herbs are actually frozen. I freeze them. It's tarragon and parsley, and then I just scrunch them up instead of chop. It makes life easier. I soften my mushrooms, literally that's all, and the same with the spring onion. I don't want to cook them too much. And I've made my own pastry this time. I'll link the channel below. I got this recipe for pastry a very long time ago. It's a really flaky pastry, as you can see there, and the lady who shared the recipe was a lady by the name of Phyllis Stokes, and she ran a channel called Southern Frugal Living. Sadly, she's no longer with us, but her son continues her channel, so you can go and see all her fabulous recipes. She was a lovely lady. I do miss her videos. So top with tomato and into the oven. Voila, quiche is done. Not the best idea to balance it in such a way, but I did, and we'll ignore the tragic dribble of ranch. But that's it, a homemade quiche, a thing of beauty. I was pleased to be able to find flowers at normal prices the day before Valentine's Day. I feared I wouldn't be able to, but I did, and I bought more ribbon. I just love this ribbon, and I didn't tell you where I bought it from. It's from Folly in Lincoln. I'll link below, and I can't believe I probably walked past this shop when I was there in November. Unbelievable. And there we are with the bowl of Easter chocolate, the cat having his bath in the sunlight, and I've used the pale green ribbon on the chandelier this week. I'm calling it the Cotswolds green. Can't really see it properly here, so we'll just change direction and you can see it properly. So lovely. We've had rain, we've had blustery weather, we've had sunshine, we've had frost, but spring has sprung and the snowdrops are absolutely glorious. This is Clematis Winter Beauty, and it really is. It's like a plethora of snowdrops hanging from the sky. It's so lovely. And once I'd enjoyed all of the spring flowers in the garden, I came inside and made a hot chocolate. This tub of chocolate is going to go out of date in the next couple of months or so I want to use it up. Squirty cream, great idea. Never looks good though, does it? So my treat at the moment is to make myself a cheeky hot chocolate. Lazy Sadie Wreath making now. I've had this Easter wreath for about a year now. I got it from Waitrose and I did not pay £12 for it. It was about £2.50 after Easter. And my lazy idea is literally to cover the eggs with flowers. so I didn't have to remove them. And I started off by squeezing the shape into more of a circle rather than egg shape. I wired the flowers and then, yes, literally thought I'd hide the eggs. And that was a fail. It just didn't work. You cannot be lazy with such things. And so I had to take the eggs off, and I can put them back because I've left the wire prongs in place. So if I want to put the eggs back in for Easter, that's easy to do. But, you know, that's just me being lazy. I like how it turns out, and it might stay like that for all of spring and Easter. Maybe I'll put the eggs back, maybe I won't. And Lazy Wreath number 2 was this one that I've had up for a few weeks. Just wanted to remove the red roses. I could not be bothered to change anything else, so I didn't. I just pushed in these white flowers. I think they're meant to look like stephanotis, I'm not sure, but that will do nicely. Back to hat making now, and I ordered a few extra pieces, as I said I was going to in the previous vlog. A different base, some ribbon, a green rose, and this netting, veiling, call it whatever you like, I don't mind. So 2 shades of brown, and some more of the velvet roses, because I really like those. Here I've assembled all of the flowers with the net so that I can decide which ones to try out first, and I took away the burgundy rose because I thought I preferred the green with the ombre roses. I decided to make a start, so I dug out this. This is some vintage thread that I have, and I had this beautiful romantic notion that I would use that to attach the flowers to the base. Because I want to try and make it look vintage. I've got my pin cushions, my scissors, some pins to pin everything in place, and off I went with the trial run, and oh, this is how it turned out. The net is literally pinned on the top. It's not actually doing anything, it's just I didn't have to cut it, and it's just pinned out the way. The flowers are loosely stitched to the base, and it kind of looks a bit how I wanted it to look, but not totally, so it's not right. And I really did not like the green rose. In fact, that whole section at the back there with the green rose is a complete mess, but we learn from our mistakes, don't we? So it wasn't the end of the world, and I hadn't glued anything. You can see the pins there and the big stitches underneath, so it's not going to be hard to take this apart and reuse all the pieces. And I needed to order some more bits and pieces for it. Yeah, that did not go well. These are my last purchases for the hat. If I get it wrong this time, I'll just have to buy one. So I've got ribbon and a hairband to attach the hat to my head. I have bought more velvet ribbon because apparently I don't have enough in my life, but it's thicker than the original order, which was this one, and I'm quite pleased to have 2 types. I got 2 more ombre roses, and this base. Now this base I have high hopes for. It has a great shape. You attach it to a hairband or the elastic, and it should make life easier and hopefully give me the look that I want from a hat. I need to disassemble that and try again, but at least I've given myself enough time to buy a hat if this doesn't work out. And as I say, we learn from making mistakes. It's not a bad thing at all. But I didn't tell you where I've been buying my hat pieces from, and I will link underneath this video in case you want to buy anything yourselves. And it's from Petersham's Millinery, and they are really good. Their delivery is so speedy. I can't recommend them enough. Yeah, I've been the problem, not them, because I don't know what I'm doing. One of my intentions for this year is to make my own Yorkshire puddings and freeze them instead of buying them each week. And I've had this book for a long time. You can pause here to get the recipe should you wish. And they've always worked out from this recipe, but I haven't done it for a long time. I really haven't. So I didn't have a Yorkshire pudding tin, so I bought 2 from Dunelm, £2 each, not bad at all. Hope to get quite a lot of use out of them. And that's why I shouldn't be in a kitchen unsupervised. Look at the mess. Should have used my other mixer, but, I didn't. Quite a few mistakes here. So mistake 1, not getting the oil hot enough in the oven. Mistake 2 is that batter is way too thick. Mistake number 3 is far too much in each tin. I used both ovens in this experiment to see which oven gave me the best results. One is a fan oven, one isn't. I'd seen a chap on YouTube say that a non-fan oven is best for Yorkshire puds, and I wanted to see if he was right. So the left-hand oven is the fan oven and the right-hand one is the non-fan oven. This is the kind of gripping content you want, isn't it? I was just really happy to see them rise. Another mistake I made is I should have taken them out here. They're actually done, and I just left them in there for a bit longer. I don't know why. So while they overcook, I'll show you some of my latest purchases. I love this. This is new from Dunelm, £5. Looks like a fruit punnet, so in summer I'll use it for raspberries and strawberries. But right now, of course, I'm going to use it for chocolate eggs. I just really liked that. Ceramic, £5. Very cute. I have a recipe idea that I want to try, and it calls for chocolate covered coffee beans. So I bought some of those on Amazon, and I needed, for the same recipe, some food colour gel. And I normally get Wilton, but they can be quite pricey, and I just didn't want to spend that much. So I bought these. I hope they're going to be quite good. They're about £10 from Amazon. Either way, I'm stuck with them now, so I will have to use them. And then this one I really love. This is an enamel roasting dish. I have a specific recipe I want to use this for, but such a pretty colour, and I just love everything about that. Dunelm, £13, it's new in, and they don't pay me to say this. I've bought these myself. I just really like them and thought I'd show them. And while I think of it, I also bought a potato masher. I'm calling it my 1970s masher because I haven't seen this style since about the 70s. It's so good. I really love it. I'm trying to show you here that it says mash it on the handle, but you can't really see it. The only bad thing is it's quite sharp, and when I washed up, I carved up my finger, so that's something to look out for. Back to my Yorkshire puds. So out of the oven, and we'll have a look. That one is misshapen, and that was in the non-fan oven, so I don't think the non-fan oven is the best one for these. But every oven's different, so don't take my word for it. And these are what I normally buy each week, so I'm just going to compare. They're quite a bit smaller, and they're quite a bit higher as well, and probably crispier because my batter was too thick. But on the whole, they don't look too bad, do they? And now all I need to do is cool them, open freeze, and then put them in a bag, and I have homemade Yorkshire puddings whenever I want them. These are the flowers for this week, very lovely coloured roses there, and this was my lunch on Thursday. I just thought I'd show you. I'd also managed to find a Caesar salad kit half price. It's my favourite salad, but I have been buying cos and romaine lettuce and making my own Caesar salad with shavings of parmesan and this dressing. It's my favourite salad, I just love it. These are the flowers for outside this week, and that's it for now. I will see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching.